You're here, I'm queer, and welcome back to my channel. Happy Pride Month to everyone, and to celebrate, I will be putting Ken, a male-presenting doll, into drag. This has been requested by so many of you, so I hope I can make you guys proud. I don't think I've done anything like this, but I will do my very best. The idea was for Ken to dress up as the very first Barbie. I feel like it would be apropos and maybe quite funny to see Ken as Barbie. He will be wearing her iconic black and white swimsuit, poodle bangs, ponytail, and all of her curves, actually maybe even more. I'm really excited to show you guys, so let's get into it. Before we start, we have to celebrate Pride with more dolls, so make sure you guys check out Enchantarium, The Dolly Geek, Jackie O, and Kiro's Workshop. I'll have their links down below. So like I said, we will be putting Ken in drag today, and this is the specific Ken doll that we will be using. As you can see, he has molded hair, blue eyes, brown eyebrows, it's a classic Ken. Well, not classic, but it's a modern Ken that we know now. He does have the made to move body, which is really cool. That means we will have, some flexibility here and there with the arms and also the knees specifically, because some parts of this will be glued and you know how it is. So yes, first and foremost, of course, let's go ahead and remove the hair. I already did this prior to the video because it was kind of dangerous to do. And then let's go ahead and shave it all off. Let's shave off his 5 o'clock shadow. Let's also shave off the eyebrows. Why not? And by the way, that 5 o'clock shadow is added by me. I feel like it would have been a cooler look, to actually have Ken shave off a beard and everything. So that's why I did that. And of course, for the body, like I said, it will be modified. We have to give him the body yaddy yaddy. So I am sawing his body in half, like usual. After that's done, let's go ahead and take our epoxy sculpt. This is an industrial air dry clay. Well, not air dry, but it sets when you mix two parts together equally. So this is our clay of choice. Usually this is what I use, and I'm also using some wire to kind of put it together. This will act as Ken's spine, just temporarily. Then with our clay, I'm gonna go ahead and build the corset look. Now, of course, for Ken, this is gonna be a very, very drastic look because he does have more of a muscled body. So I feel like it's really, really cool to see a muscle body with the hourglass look, the classic, silhouette, which is really, really nice. And of course, I am blending the corset onto his thighs and also the butt area. We want to make a beautiful shape over here. And of course, we're giving him also some, some boobas, because why not? We need some padding here and there. Then for his scalp, of course, because we took off the molded hair, unfortunately for most modern Ken dolls, they have molded hair, which is good and bad, because then when you customize it, it makes it so much more difficult. So over here, I'm just filling his head with some pom-pom balls over here just to act as a filler. And then I am taking my Warbler, which is a thermoplastic cardboard thingy used for cosplays a lot, and I'm just cutting that out. I'm heating it up with my heat gun, and that is what I will put on top of his scalp. This will act as kind of like a base before we put in the clay. And then of course, I tried to blend this as much as possible. I will be sanding it towards the end later. So yeah, you'll see it a little bit more blended. Now for the swimsuit part, of course, we have sculpted the body. Now we have to do the swimsuit. And for over here, I'm just sketching out kind of like the look of the one-piece swimsuit that Barbie has. And of course, I was using some reference photos just to get this look again. But yeah, it's really, really fun to make like, fabric out of clay or something, like costumes out of clay. I feel like it's really, really pleasing to the eye. It's satisfying, especially when it is like very, very like convincing. Now, of course, there are no Model Muse pumps for Ken's feet. Unfortunately, Mattel, please work on that. So over here, I am just cutting off his toes, both of them. And I will be giving him some pumps using paper, Worbla, and also clay and pin. I've done this before a long time ago where I make shoes out of Worbla or clay. So I just take a pair, I draw like the shape of the sole that I want the shoes to look like, and I just kind of like glue that onto the sole of Ken's feet.
It sound right, boy.
And for the actual heel, I use usually a pin over here. I have this, I think half an inch pin, and this will act as a base for the heel of the pumps. Then I'm just taking my quick weld, quick setting, steel reinforced epoxy, and this one dries in 6 minutes. I am pretty impatient, so I love using this stuff. And this is what I will use to glue the sole to Ken's foot. After that cures, we can go ahead and work on it with the clay. And like I said, I'm just sculpting the pump onto his feet, blending it and everything. So yeah, this one's pretty cool. I actually really like the slipper kind of like mule look as well, but I decided to give him a pump, like a classic pump, because usually if I was in drag, I would wear a pump. After that's done, we can go ahead and sand everything. So as you can see, the body is very, very smooth now. The corset is smooth. The pumps is semi-smooth. I wouldn't say it's perfectly smooth, of course. And the head also isn't as smooth. So a little bit of texture here and there, but I think it's fine. And of course, because we were working with clay and sandpaper, sometimes that can change the skin tone of the plastic of the doll. So over here, I'm just doing my best to blend in the skin. So I'm just painting his overall torso, his shoulders, and also his legs, his scalp, all of that, just to blend everything together as much as possible.
It sound right, boy.
And of course, for the swimsuit, it is completely white with black stripes, or it is black with white stripes, whatever. But over here, I am just doing a base layer, multiple layers of white acrylic paint for the bathing suit. I'm taking my pencil over here just to draw and kind of sketch out the lines. I do want them to be kind of cohesive. I want the shapes to be cohesive as much as possible. Of course, they will not be perfect, but I was referencing the classic Barbie, some cosplay of the Barbie outfit and everything, so I think I got the lines kind of correct. And if not, it's still cute. Now I'm taking my black acrylic paint, very, very carefully painting in those stripes. And of course, most of my painting are layered multiple times, sometimes like 5 times off camera. So what you see in the final product is like layers and layers of paint. Now that I have the swimsuit all painted up, I am taking my glitter in black and also white. Well, technically it's clear, but obviously it comes off as white. I really love these stuff, and they're bigger glitter, you know, they're not like fine glitter. So I'm just taking my Mod Podge in glossy finish, and I am doing the black lines first. I am coating every black line with the glue first, and then I am scooping in those black glitter, and I am just layering it up. And this one can get really messy, so I have a paper plate in the bottom. Obviously you don't want all of that to go to waste, so yeah, I want to recycle that. And now it's time for the white glitter or clear glitter, and it's the same exact process. After the black glitter has been dried, I go in with the white glitter. And then you want to brush it off and everything just so that it's as separated as possible and as clean as possible, you know? Obviously it's not perfect, but I really do like the effect. You know, Ken is a drag queen, so what drag queen doesn't need any sparkle? Like all of us need some sparkle. Actually, even if you're not doing drag, we all need sparkles. And voila, this is the finished look for the swimsuit. It's so nice. Like, I want this in real life, honestly. Like, can you imagine like a stoned, like black and white Barbie swimsuit? Or even like, yeah, the glittered or, you know, sequined fabric even. That would be really cool. Now let's move on to Ken's face, and I didn't mention it before, but I kept his eyes, obviously, because I want to keep this makeup as kind of like drag, as close to a drag process as much as possible, so everything in drag makeup you can kind of erase, except for your eyes. So, you know, I erased the lips, I erased the eyebrows, but I kept the eyes because I wanted to overpaint over it. I wanted to see and challenge myself if I can get a very cool eye by using Ken's original eye feature. So over here I'm just overpainting on top of his eyes, you know, the whites are there. I was imagining like if I was to put white eyeliner to extend and change the shape of the eyes, kind of like Trixie Mattel or something like that. So yeah, I am going in with a blue eyeshadow because I feel like that matches his eyes clearly. And also the original Barbie had blue eyeshadow. I definitely exaggerated so much. You know, this is a drag makeup, so I thought it was really fun. At first I was really not sold with the face until I put the eyeliner. I was like, okay, we're getting somewhere. The eyeliner is doing its job. I decided to add some white line underneath, kind of like by the inner corners. I feel like that will give the illusion of the eyes being tilted a little bit more. Obviously, it gives the eyes more illusion that it's bigger. It is more graphic as well, so I really like it. I'm putting tape under the cheekbone over here to cut those cheeks. You guys know this is very draggy drag, and I am just using a bunch of browns and caramels, you know, some blushes here and there as well. And of course, what drag queen does not have a strong nose contour? So over here I'm just taking my pastels, the same exact colors, the browns, the burnt umbers, some blushes here and there, and I'm strongly contouring the nose, and I am also strongly highlighting it. Now let's go ahead and peel the tape. And oh my god, that is the most satisfying thing. I love doing this so much. Too bad I don't do it on all the dolls because, you know, I try to keep them all natural. You know how most of my dolls are so natural looking, like everyday makeup. So yeah, too bad I don't get to do that all the time. I'm just kidding. Over here I'm just doing some blushes, and this one is a lighter blush, more of like a baby pink color. I'm just doing that on the higher points of Ken's face. And also we have to cut the jaw, we have to give the illusion of a slimmer jaw. So over here I'm doing the same thing, contouring his jawline. And because we were painting on top of Ken's eyes, I had to really layer and layer and layer on that portion, especially like the iris. Obviously I was gonna keep his eyes blue, but I wanted to give it more details and dimension. So yeah, this one took a lot of layers, especially for the brow bone, like to keep all of the pencils white and like opaque as much as possible. It took a few layers there and there, yeah. And of course, most drag queens will also contour and change the shape of their nostrils, and that's what I'm doing here for Ken. I also wanted the eyebrows to be more graphic and kind of more of like a lot of lines. So over here I am painting in or drawing in a bunch of lines like hair strokes, and I'm keeping them very, very vibrant to make him look more draggy, drag. And of course, lower lashes doesn't hurt anyone, specifically if you're a drag queen, so we're giving him some lower lashes. I'm going in with my red acrylic paint. You guys know I love going in with paint for the lips just to make it more opaque and very, very solid. I love a very solid red lip. After the red paint has been dried, and if you want, you can spray it first with Mr. Super Clear, but I go back at it with my pastel, usually in black and also brown, and I love to shade and contour the lips. Now let's go ahead and take our paint and give her some catch lights. You know, we have to give her some life. And just because it's my doll, let's go ahead and give her some beauty mark to the left side of his face. And now it's time to highlight! And for this one I was using 3 highlighters, you guys already know. I used pink, white, and also silver. And these are resin metallic pigments. And now it's time for lashes. And you guys know, you guys already know I use Elmer's Glue All to adhere the lashes. And then for the actual lashes, I use human fake individual lashes. And I believe for this eye, I used 8 per eye. Now it's time to gloss up the lips. And for this one, I use Sculpey Gloss Glaze. And voila, we are done with Ken's mug. As you can see, he is beat for the gods. Definitely giving Drag Race makeover challenge. You know, but I think it looks really, really good. I am so happy with how the eyes look. I love the shape of it. I love the lips. And here is a before and after of our Ken and our Ken the Drag Queen. We still need a name for him, so if you guys have a really good like punny name or beautiful name for Ken, please leave them in the comments down below. I'm so bad with coming up with names, so for now he will be called Ken the Drag Queen from the house of Drag Queen. Yeah, you know, Bob. Bob is the house mother. And now it's time to paint in the shoes and small details. Of course, he will be wearing black pumps with red bottoms. And now for his hair, I have these yellow wefts that I processed, and I chose yellow because I feel like that would make it look more of a drag queen instead of like, you know, the bleach blonde hair or golden blonde. I thought like a little bit more of a yellow blonde would really make it look like Ken is a drag queen. And of course we are going in with the ponytail look. You know, that is very classic Barbie with the poodle bangs. Curl everything, I'm just using my metallic chopsticks that I heated up with my hair straightener, and I'm just doing a bunch of ringlets here and there. Not here and there, all of it actually. And then I just unravel it and kind of style it in place. This is also giving very I Love Lucy, so if you guys are making I Love Lucy dolls, just make this into like a redhead and the very I Love Lucy for sure. On a side note, are you guys excited to see the new Barbie live action movie? You guys know how live action movies are, so I don't know how to feel about it yet, but I'm hoping to see some iconic looks and fashions. I have seen some leak photos, and so far there's one, the jumpsuit, like flare pants, 70s vibes. That one is looking really good so far. And of course, because Ken is a drag queen, this is his first time in drag, we need to give him some nails. I'm just taking my hot glue over here, and I'm giving him acrylic nails. Well, you know, for doll scale, this is acrylic nail. And to match everything, of course, it has to be red. The original #1 Barbie wears some hoops, so over here we are giving Ken some hoops. Unfortunately, I forgot to poke a hole on his ear, so I'm just hot gluing it. It's a little bit more non-invasive. If I try to poke a hole, it might crack the face, so I'm trying not to do that. And now we're done, and Ken is ready to, flip and dip and shantae, sashay away to your local gay bar, your local nightclub, your local gay drag brunch. I hope you guys enjoy her performance. You guys know she will be performing I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world, live in plastic. It's fantastic, you know what I mean?